Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to make the origami bow. Here's a bigger one. It's something that you can put on a present, or you can like wear it. Or you can put it on a card if you're going to be like hand delivering the cards, because it's not flat. That's what makes it look so good. So you can't really mail it, but if you're going to hand deliver cards, you can put it on cards. So yeah, if you want to learn how to make these, they're pretty simple, big folds, so you can make this bow really tiny and it looks really good. So yeah, if you want to learn how to make this, keep watching. So you want to start with a square base, but you want the color to be on the inside. So the way you do that is by making the when you fold the triangles or you fold on the diagonals, you should make the color on the outside, and then when you fold it on the squares, the color's on the inside. So it's like that. Then this next fold is arbitrary, but you don't want it to go very far down. Maybe about a little less than a quarter of the way, or about a quarter of the way down the model. You just want to fold a nice straight line. So you want to make sure that the tip, the closed tip, yeah, so the open side's down there, the closed tip meets down with the midpoint, and you should have a midpoint where one of the creases is there. And you can fold it back the other way. Then you want to open the model up a little bit, and you'll see you made a square. You want to sink that square inside of the model. And the way you do that is just basically around the sides of the square, you want to make them all mountain folds. Like that. And just reinforce them all and make all of them into, these into valley folds. Like that. And like that. Naturally, the other ones will become whatever they're supposed to become, but if you make it like that, it'll just follow the right way. So you'll see there's 4 directions, and it's all sunk in, but you can lie it flat, so 2 are on one side, 2 are on the other, just like that. So I hope that made sense. It's just a sink fold. Now what you want to do is fold it so this half of the top corner, or of the top edge that you just made with that sink fold where the square is, this half, fold it so that it meets the midpoint, like that. And then make your crease, and same thing on the other side. Like that. Then flip it over and do the same thing. Now this is the most exciting part. Poinsettia, there's that square right there, and it was hard to make it, and we had to pull it in different directions, and it wasn't quite as fun. This one's a lot more fun. It's like a little surprise. So you just take the edge and you open it up like that, and you keep opening it up, and then you just lie it flat like that. And there you have a square in the middle, just like in the other ones. It's a lot easier to make for some reason than the other ones, but when you just open it up, it just appears, so it's kind of fun. You do have to cut this model, but there are actually a lot of Christmas models that you have to cut. But, so the place exactly where you cut it is on the outside. When you flip it over and you see the white side, just the outside of that fold there. So you should, if you flip it over and see the colored side, you shouldn't see the cut that you're about to make at all. Scissors, put it in that little fold there, and cut. And so you cut all the way from the edge all the way up to where that fold is. Then you do the same thing on the top one. You cut from the edge. These should be cut now. Then you take the top one and fold it down. Now you want to shape the bow, and so you'll see that these bottom ones are like the ribbon edges, and this is where the bow part of it is. These two on the sides. So you take the sides, and you see this edge up here, you fold that down to the midpoint. You might have to push it underneath some of these. And it's okay, because this is the back of the model, so it's okay if it's not perfect. You just want to put it like that. Then you do the same thing on the other side, or on the underneath side. If you want a little of the back of the paper to show, then this is where you would do it. It looks pretty nice with the end model, so I'll show that. But if you don't want any of the inside to show, then just make sure that they are touching or even overlap a little bit. And then do the same thing on the other side. So as you can see, the way I folded it, there's a little breadth in between those two folds that we just made. Now you have to cut this model again. So you should see the two on the bottom are lining up. You want to cut the midway, but you only want to cut these two layers. Make sure you don't cut any of the square up here. And you only want to cut to where it meets this midpoint fold, which is exactly where you just made the other folds. So just only cut it up to there. It's the only fold that's there. So just take your scissors and cut it up like this. Now you want to shape these, the tail of the ribbon. So you fold the part that you just cut, and you fold it to there's a fold right here going down this way, so fold it to line up with that fold. Same thing on the other side. Like that. And now you can fold it back up like this, just to get the excess down here out of the way. So just fold it up along the edge. Now to lock it in and to make it a little skinnier, you want to take the edges of on the outside, so you just folded the edges of the inside in, and you fold the edges of the outside in, like that. And it will basically lock it in there and make the ribbons look a little bit smaller. Where these two folds line up to like wherever the top of the edge is connected to the top, right there. But it's arbitrary really, it's just to make it look a little bit neater. So now this is the front, and it's already looking like a bow. But then this part makes it look a little bit more bow-like. All you do is you take this part that's jutting out like that, and you stick it in underneath the square. Then if you stick your finger in or a pencil in or something like that, you can fluff it up like that. Okay, so just like that. So it looks like a nice fluffy bow that you can put on a present, you can put in your hair, you can put on a headband or something. If you get like a silver one, it might be a nice accessory for a holiday party or something like that. So I hope you like this model of the origami bow. Sorry to all the purists who don't like the scissors, but that's how you make this bow, so that's how I did it. And I'll see you tomorrow.